So why is it that Asians love gambling so much and have such a big addiction? We're going to get into that today. We're going to hit on 3 points. One is the history of gambling. Why do Asians like grow up doing it? Number 2, we're going to talk about why do casinos make it so easy for people to gamble? And 3, we're going to talk about if you or a loved one dealing with some gambling problems, how to get help. And please stay tuned to the end. We got Lisa, Blackpink story. Her and her team got a crazy controversial story that happened to them by, gambling too much. So let's get into the episode.
Let's go.
You're bluffing. You don't have it. All in.
Call.
Moment of truth. Kings. Set of kings. Set of aces. Oh.
It's a sport.
Yeah, it's a sport.
For her, it's a
Exactly.
sport. But like I said, when you recognize the addiction part, you guys
Yeah.
gotta turn it around because it can swallow you up and spit you alive.
Oh,
and
yeah.
take over your world and take everything around from you. And it makes you lie to your loved ones. I've experienced this firsthand, not myself, but then in family. And so it can ruin families real quick. So you have to
yeah.
see those. Say if you have to see those signs, that if you're addicted, gotta get that help. You gotta
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of baccarat, I did some research on our episode today, and that game was invented in Italy.
Oh.
An Italy game, and then somehow they got to Macau, and then they started playing. People started loving it. We're only talking about like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, boom! It sweeps the whole world.
Yeah.
That game. They say Macau. That's like 80% of the income from
Yeah,
Macau
from that game.
is from that game. And,
Wow.
yeah,
did not know
baccarat.
that.
What's happening, my good people? As you can see, we got a different setup today. We're going to talk about gambling.
Yes, we are.
So important. So my name is Rango Lee,
This is Mylin fam.
and welcome to
To
Blessed
Blessed
Boulders.
Boulders.
And we got also a very special guest in the house today. Her name is Wei
Song.
Song, professional poker player, lady, very, very high,
Amazing. I mean, she is a badass.
badass poker player. Yeah,
Yes,
she's
she
going to
is.
come on, talk about some gambling stuff. So let's get into it. So Mylin, why do Asians love gambling so much? Like, dude, what's up with that?
There are so many things, and it goes, I think, through history. I think even when I grew up, we've always been kind of surrounded by it. It's been a social thing, don't you see? Like Lunar New Year's, we're playing Bầu Cua, Tôm Cá. You know that game, right?
Yeah, the game is the dice game with
Yep.
there's the crab,
Yes,
the deer, and you bet on what animal is gonna come up on the dice.
Exactly. So something simple like that, but I feel like it was a really like a social thing for us, and it was fun, celebrating and just gatherings and getting together. And I think that's what's kind of stem on it a little bit. That's my take on it. So what's your take on it?
Yeah, I think definitely that was one of them. And plus, like Asians, man, we got this crazy love for luck.
Yep.
And fortune, right? So it's all about like, okay, can I go to the casino? Can I go to this home game?
Yes.
And can I win some money today? Can my ancestors, can Buddha bless me with some luck today so I can pay my car bill?
Yes,
right?
yes. And also feng shui. Even when we go real estate, I don't know if you've experienced this, but feng shui, numbers mean a lot, right? Number 8, number 7, number 4 is really bad. I have clients that said, hey, I don't want a number 4 in my address.
You know why they don't like number 4?
Why?
Because in Chinese, 4 sounds like and it means death in Chinese.
I did not know
So
that.
yeah. We don't want no death
my
nowhere near the poker
Okay.
table. No 4s.
No force. I wanted to have luck on my side, so I wore 7 rings. I wore red lipstick. I got my leasing money, right? So that I could have all the luck come to me if I don't have that probability, because I know you guys are real good.
Speaking of luck and the red envelopes here.
Yeah.
So these red envelopes, in our culture during weddings and Lunar New Year, it's all about luck, right? So you put money in it and you give it to your loved ones. And so they can have a lucky year or they can have a lucky marriage.
Yeah.
So it's all about luck since we were little, right? And
Even the color, we resonate with red because it brings us luck. That's why I'm wearing red lipstick today, because I want to luck on my side too. Oh my gosh, I just call in the universe right now.
what other reasons do you think, Mylin?
Well, we're Asians. We're good with numbers, right? We love the probability games. We love like, man, that it's a numbers game, you know?
You know, this episode is by Asians, but it's for everybody. If you're
Yes.
black, white, Mexican, you know, anybody, you might have a game problem too. So this episode's for you, right?
Yeah.
But it's put on by some Asians. So enjoy the episode.
Yes.
Know anything?
I don't know anything.
What were you doing inside?
Just drinking coffee?
Not gambling?
No, I don't. This is a coffee shop. There's no gambling. I don't know anything. I don't know.
What happened inside?
I don't know. I don't know nothing.
Don't say nothing, man. Don't say nothing.
So, Rango, how does the casino draw people in, or even draw you in?
Man, there's so many ways the casino draw people in. They're freaking good too. These casinos, they're crafty. So what they do is comps, right? If you gamble a certain amount, they give you free food, free drinks, free hotel room, free plane ticket.
True.
Man, you know, they're really good at that comp.
And also, you know, not only the comps is good, but you got to see all the psychological stuff that they do. So just to name a few, okay?
Yep.
No clocks. Have you noticed that? There's no windows.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, there's no windows. There's massage chairs, so you can get relax and stay there all day, right?
Okay.
So I mean, those psychological things too. You know, text messages, you know, notifications. You know, really good drinks and food. I mean, you can pretty much stay there all day and lose so much track of time and just spend your money, right? Another way that they reel it in. I mean, I have a list. You want to hear about it? All the lights, you know, that captures you. Don't you know the little slot machine?
Yeah. I heard
gosh.
the in the slot machine, when we see the lights and the sound, it like gives an endorphin boost. Like,
Yes.
you know, where can you get an endorphin boost like that on a Tuesday midnight, right?
Yes,
Like, you know,
yes.
casino, right? And they'll give it to you. And you know what's funny is, right?
What?
Our office is here in Chinatown,
Uh-huh.
and I be seeing this bus come pull up to the middle of Chinatown, and all of our elderly Asians hop on in the morning.
Uh-huh.
They take them to the casino. They give them
Wait, the casino, really?
they give them like comps to play and
way.
Yep, they give them comps. It's not that much, but they'll give them like some allowance, and then like 7-8 hours later, all those people hop back on and they take them back to Chinatown. They even like give that VIP service.
They're trying to take old people money too.
I know, their Social Security.
But you know, the thing is another thing that gets me at the slot machine, and this is why I don't touch it, is because the probability, it seems like it's really high, but sometimes you think you're winning, but the amount, now that I've noticed, the amount that you're actually look like you're winning, you're actually less, you get less in winnings, but you paying more. Have you noticed that? In the slot machines?
Yeah. So
talk
you're
about-
saying you just lose a whole lot of money.
Yeah, but then you still feel like you're winning. So it's actually like this really good endorphin like feel. Even though
Yeah.
you're losing your money and you're like, there's no more, but it gives you that high. Definitely endorphins.
Yeah, in my experience with slot machines, I heard that 50% of the revenue from the casinos come from slot machines, and that's like
can
a
see that.
staggering amount. That's why, like, if you go to the casino, all the slot machines are filled up because
There is no rhyme and reason to this. I tried to figure it out, but you know what has rhyme and reason? Poker.
oh yeah, I like poker.
Poker.
My favorite gambling game is poker. I don't play slots. I don't play table games. I just play poker because I feel like the odds are in my favor because I'm playing against 8 other people, and I think I'm better than at least more than half of them, so I can kind of have the odds in my favor, and the cards will show me, you know, statistics if I'm up or not. How about you? What do you like playing at the casino?
You know, I do like poker, but man, some of these poker players like yourself and like our special guest that we're going to introduce soon, it's actually very intimidating to me. So I don't hit the poker table first. I don't got that money. And second, it's intimidating, but then I do hit the paigao table. It's kind of like poker,
Oh, what?
but
Hold on.
it's against, you know, the dealer, right? And not like 8 people or 5 people.
So you do play paigao poker?
I do somewhat. You
Say
know,
what?
but, you know, I'm so scared of losing money, so I'm just not there often. It gives me anxiety. I don't know if it gives you anxiety. Does it give you anxiety?
In the
Or a rush?
beginning, yeah, in the beginning when I sit down at the table, but after about 15 minutes, I'm like in the groove of things and I'm okay again.
You know, some people really love the probability of multiplying their money, right? For me, it's like I'm scared to lose money, so that's why I don't hit that table quite often. You know.
Yeah, that's good that we don't have a gambling addiction. But another reason why casinos make it so easy for people to gamble is like if you go to these small towns or even like the suburbs of Seattle, that's the only entertainment in the whole town.
Yes,
Like
it
that's
is.
Friday, Saturday night. That is the action.
Yeah.
And then, you know, they're giving free shows. You see like free Vietnamese concerts all the time.
Yep.
Man.
They really know how to market to the point where it's like there's free online gambling now.
Oh, that's something.
That's so hard.
They make it so easy you can gamble from your house. Speaking of ways casino draws people in, we're gonna draw on our next guest now. You might have seen her on Hustler Casino Live. She's a professional poker player that takes down huge pots in Las Vegas. She also does real estate, and she owns her own staging company. What's the name of the staging company?
Manifestation.
We have a special guest, Wei Song.
She got a song. Wait, okay? Do you know the way? Do you know the way? Woo! Wei Song! Woo! Welcome to Blessed Voters.
So Wei Song, how you doing today?
Fabulous.
Oh yeah, all right, nice.
Invitation.
Nice.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So let's talk a little bit about your poker journey. How did you get into gambling or poker?
It was maybe 2 years ago. Started at a friendly home game, and that I'm sure a lot of you started that way. And like always, one guy take all the money, right? And you just like wonder, I think I'm smarter than him. How the hell I'm not winning?
Oh my God.
Right. So that's when I was like, hey, maybe he is better at that. Maybe I should watch YouTube and some tutorials and stuff and learn.
So did you watch YouTube? And is that how you started learning? Like, how did you learn?
Yeah, YouTube.
Oh, wow. Okay. How did you learn?
YouTube a little bit, but I had a professional poker coach named Alex Torelli.
Same
Wow.
coach.
Torelli, and
Yeah.
that's
Wow,
her
coach.
real estate coach too.
Yeah.
This guy's Alex Torelli. Here's his photo here. He last year in the World Series of Poker, which is the biggest game. It's like the Super Bowl of poker.
Yeah.
He took 11th place out of like
Wow.
5,000 people. He almost made it to the final table.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
This guy is like
Almost
that good.
700,000,
And then the
yeah.
year before, he did really good too, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember what he did the year before that?
I don't remember
It was
place, but
it was close to the final table, I think.
Yeah.
But this guy, he's really good.
He's legit. Yeah.
Wow, man. Okay.
Shout out to Conscious Poker.
Conscious poker. We're here now with Sheila Lavadia, my #1 loan gal. I've been using her and her team for 20 years. She never disappoints. Great interest rates, best service, fast pre-approvals. Got to check her out.
Wow, fast pre-approvals, competitive rates, and friendly customer service.
Yes. Thank you so much, everybody, and thank you for having me here. Yes, whether it's your first-time home buyer or an experienced investor, I can definitely help you with a very competitive rates here, and I can teach you all about mortgages. So check me out at loansbysheila.com, and I will see you there.
Check her out.
If you're in the mood for delicious Vietnamese cuisine and pho, make sure you hit up Pho Bach. They have 2 locations in Seattle. Also, check out The Boat. They have this fire chicken and rice dish. You'll thank me later. If you're in the mood for an elevated Vietnamese food dining experience, check out Anchovies and Salt down there on the shores of Lake Washington. Beautiful views and beautiful vibes. You gotta try Saigon Drip for elevated Vietnamese cuisine, the newest, hottest restaurant to hit the Seattle scene. Make sure you order the banh mi dip, and on weekends, exclusively the Bumba Wei soup. You won't be disappointed. Go get some now. What's going on, guys? My name is Rango Lee,
I'm Elise Lee.
I'm Mylin Fan.
and we're the Powerhouse team. 3 local realtors that serve the Seattle Puget Sound area. If you need to buy or sell a house, we're your team.
Reach out to us and we'll help you find your dream home in Seattle.
Call us. We got you.
We got ya.
Got you.
So you're on Hustler Live. So tell the audience what that is and how did you get into that?
Okay, yeah. It is a casino in LA.
In LA, okay.
It's called Hustler Casino. But what's the company called? High Roller Production or something like that. Sorry, I forgot
That's
the
okay.
company. But it's a different production team that holds this live stream poker game every day, Monday through Friday,
Oh, wow.
from I think 5 to 10. So
And it's high roller. So what's the minimal buy-in you need to have to sit at that table?
sometimes a Monday game you can just play, like start with like 2,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not bad, not
Yeah,
bad.
not bad. 10, 20, 40.
And what's the average to sit at that table to buy in that people
I would say
usually buy in?
10.
About 10,000?
Yeah, I would say like you can start with 2, but you need to have like multiple buy-ins in
Yeah.
case run into
Wow.
bad beat and Yeah, so
That's
put
so
that like
exciting.
10, 15K.
I would love to. I would love to play it. Can you invite me one day? Yeah, Rango's gonna get.
Can
me
I
on the
just
live
hear
stream
about it? I
over.
can't afford it yet.
You're gonna see Rango cry on camera. I'm like, I just lost the mortgage. In next month's mortgage.
Stamp.
Wait, let me borrow some money.
Addiction.
Let me borrow some money.
No,
How
but
do you handle that pressure? It's like,
Yeah.
there's,
crazy.
I'm sure you've gone in all in with maybe multiple players at the table. You got 15K in, he got 10, she got 10. And then how do you handle that pressure? Because it's like, that's real money.
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
No, I'm definitely not the best at handling that kind of pressure.
Okay.
My money doesn't grow on trees. Either.
Yeah.
I have to hustle
Yeah.
in real estate to make that money. So, but sometimes you just have to look at it differently, right? It's the swing of poker, right? You might lose the session, but you might win it back next. But you get to meet amazing people and playing on TV, and
It's a sport.
Yeah, it's a sport,
For her, it's a
exactly.
sport. But like I said, when you recognize the addiction part, you guys, you guys
Yeah.
gotta turn it around because it can swallow you up and spit you alive.
Oh,
and
yeah.
take over your world and take everything around from you, and it makes you lie to your loved ones. I've experienced this firsthand. Not myself, but then in family, and so it can ruin families real quick. So you have to
yeah.
see those. Say if you have to see those signs. That if you're addicted, you gotta get that help. You gotta
yes.
Yeah.
Yes. I think what's crazy was like being in Vegas, and I went to, well, it's not poker. Like it was at the what's that game? Baccarat.
Baccarat.
Oh, that's a
What's
whole
Baccarat?
different
Is
game.
it- What's Baccarat?
Is that when you betting against the
it's a-
player or the
yeah.
what?
Go, she'll explain.
Yeah,
Yeah.
on the bank or on the player. So 50-50, but there's some set bets and like bonuses and stuff. But
Okay.
people are betting like
Hundreds.
hundreds of thousands per hand.
Oh wow.
That's the most
that's-
popular game at the casino right now, Baccarat.
But
It's
what's
so
the probability
crazy.
of winning on that?
40, 60 kind of maybe.
Maybe
60 to the dealer or us?
versus
50.
47, something like that. Yeah.
The casino, they have better odds.
They
always
raise
get
more
better
money.
odds.
Yeah.
They don't
And
go
then they take
bankrupt.
the rate.
Yeah.
But that's speaking of Baccarat, I did some research on our episode today, and that game was invented in Italy.
Oh.
An Italy game, and then somehow then it got to Macau, and then they started playing, and people started loving it. We're only talking about like 20 years ago,
Yeah.
and all of a sudden, boom, it sweeps the whole world.
Yeah.
That game. They say Macau, that's like 80% of the income from
Yeah,
Macau
from that game.
is from that game.
Wow.
Yeah,
Did not know
Baccarat.
that. Did not know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like betting like red or black kind of.
That's pretty much.
Similar
50-50,
to
yeah.
50-50.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
But people
well,
bet
if you hear
so
that
much.
statistic and they're winning, the odds of winning, you just heard who won.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean that was great information, informative.
Thank you.
Man, I would love to reach out to you one day. I want to be a poker player, and I need to line the steps. Just pave the way for me.
Dorian, he's our videographer, our awesome videographer, and he's going to share a little bit about his gambling journey. And it's true story, not. Go ahead, I'll let you share it.
Yeah. So hi, I'm Dorian. So at one point, maybe I think it was probably around 2019, I used to go to the casino a lot. It was actually an ex-girlfriend who introduced me to it.
Oh wow.
She kind of had a long history of gambling. Her whole family was into it, and oftentimes we'd just go to the casino for fun.
Yeah.
Just a great way to spend a Friday night. And it started with some slot machines, and then eventually it evolved into my love for roulette.
Oh wow.
roulette.
Okay. Can you tell the audience what roulette is about? I'm not so familiar what roulette is.
So roulette is a game that has a giant wheel with numbers on it, and you drop the ball into the ring. It spins around and it has to land on a number, and you have a 1 in 35 chance of multiplying your money.
Oh wow.
Or there's a green 0 or a double green 0, which is sometimes you don't want to land there, but yeah.
What is it about the game that drew you in?
I think once you win your first big hand or your first big round, you're just like instantly addicted. I mean, you could put $1 down, and if it lands on your number, you multiply it by 35.
Oh wow.
So it's kind of quick cash in a way, but it's also 1/35 chance. So
Yeah. So did you get that big win?
Oh, absolutely.
Oh.
Yeah, I think I was kind of ruined after my first big one. I've had a couple of big wins, but once I had my really, really big one, quickly, it was, it changes things.
And you know, you guys ever heard of like beginner's luck? And I do believe it's true. Like people that gamble in the beginning, they get really lucky. It's just the way the universe works, and then they win a whole lot of money. They're like, it's gonna be like this every time. It's gonna be so fun and exciting. And then they come back the next time, next time they lose. They're like, what? You know, but they're kind of hooked. Like I
They
think
want to win back their money, right? You want to win back their money. What is it that you felt like you kept coming back? You kept coming back. You know, when you talk about addiction, like what is it that made you addicted?
You know, I think it's
Well,
I think it's a couple of things. One, yeah, it's the fast payouts. I mean, you can play, you can be in and out in 15 minutes if you do it right, or you can just spend hours there. I mean, sometimes I look at the clock and I'm there for like 4 or 5 hours just enjoying myself. And I think it's the energy at the table that's really fun. Sometimes you come across just complete strangers that you've never met a day in your life. And the game of roulette, you're not really competing against each other. You're just competing against the dealer or the ball roller. And, you know, you'll just crack jokes. You'll sometimes buy each other drinks if you're up. There's times when I've completely been wiped out, didn't have any more money left. And just because of the good energy at the table, somebody's like, hey, today's not your day. You're not going home yet. And they throw me $40.
What?
And it's a common, I wouldn't say it's a common culture, but sometimes you come across people like that that'll just like,
Okay.
such good vibes and energy, and just makes it worthwhile.
Wow.
Plus, if you go with your friends, it's also just you're just laughing,
That's
making
fun,
jokes the whole time.
and so that's the good stuff about roulette. But what was your problem with it?
Yeah.
I think my problem is I just kept going. I always found that I would always go to the casino and go play roulette whenever I wasn't doing financially well in life. When I was always at my lowest, I'd always think that I could turn my luck around by going to the casino. So,
Great point.
I mean, I think 2019, I just lost my job. My relationship was kind of rocky. I would just go to the casino all the time. And I think I ended up, I needed a job quickly, so I started doing Uber.
Oh wow.
And at the time, I'd find myself going to the casino, blowing all my money, my rent money, or my phone bill money, whatever. You know, then afterwards, I'd go do a couple Uber trips, do the quick cash payout, and then go back to the casino,
Oh wow.
play some more, hoping I'd turn my luck around. That didn't work out. I'd do a couple more trips, go back. And like, it was like, I think at that point I started realizing like, okay, this is probably a problem.
Yeah. How long did this period go on for?
Maybe about 2 years.
Wow, that's a kind of long time.
Yeah, I think I blew a lot of money. Definitely. I won some money, but you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, you lose a lot more than you win for sure.
absolutely.
How much did you lose?
Ooh, I don't know.
$1 million.
No, not. I mean, maybe like, I don't know, probably less than 20,000.
That's it for 2 years?
Maybe 20, maybe less than 30. I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't
Crazy.
I wasn't
You
too
didn't-
crazy,
okay.
but I
That's
mean,
still a lot of 30,000 when you're driving Uber.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, you're living already kind of tight. 30,000 is still a lot of like money.
yeah. I think I mean it was quite a bit. Yeah, I think the thing I do when I go to casinos is I usually try to go in with a limit set in mind,
Smart.
where I'll say, okay, you know, I'll leave my cash in the car. Probably not a good idea sometimes.
Oh gosh.
I'll leave my cash in the car. I'm like, okay, I'm leaving. I'm only going to take 500 in with me today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I lose it, I lose it. And you
Yeah.
just have to have a disconnected mentality to money sometimes. Just
Yeah.
say, okay, if I win, great. If I lose, cool. At least I had a good time
Yeah.
losing it. Or I met
Yeah.
some great people.
It's like
or,
entertainment, right?
yeah,
Like you
yeah,
pay
it's
for
entertainment. But I think the problem is when you go to the slot machine or go to the ATM
Yeah.
or back to the car.
So I'm curious, okay, Dorian?
Yeah.
When did you feel like that point that you had an issue or had an addiction to gambling? Like that moment that you're like, ah.
I don't think it ever clicked until after I stopped going. I think it took me a long time to realize like, hey, maybe I have a problem. I mean, I had some friends that, you know, I'd also go with, and we would joke about it. We're like, hey, you should call the hotline number on the ATM. On the ATM, there's a help number. Before you put your card in, it's like, if you think you need help, call this number.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And yeah, we would joke about it. And, you know, there's a song that we'd play all the time, and, you know, it makes fun of losing. And
So how did you get help after you knew that there was a problem? How did you get out of it all?
I ended up going through a breakup because things weren't going well. And I ended up moving to Texas.
Oh.
And Texas doesn't have casinos.
Oh yeah, Texas has no
So-
casinos.
And then right after that, the pandemic hit. And I mean, it was just, I wasn't going to travel to a state that had casinos. And I think it just worked its way out of my system.
Yes, you got lucky.
Yeah, you got real lucky.
A lot of people that don't happen like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Oh wow. So yeah, I guess like took care of it yourself.
Yeah.
You knew, but you did realize you had an issue. So that's
Yeah.
the first they say in any AA meetings or any issues, right? You have to
Admit it.
admit that you have a problem,
Mm-hmm.
and then after that is what you decide to do,
Okay.
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
Have you ever felt like you had an addiction to anything, gambling or?
You know, I got lucky with gambling. I never, you know, I remember I was 18. I had like $40 in my pocket. And I just turned 18. So me and my ex-girlfriend went to the casino. Like, you know, we played blackjack. Had like changed it in chips, and I think I lost like the $40 in like the first 20 minutes.
Oh,
And I was so sad and so pissed on myself because now I have no money for me and her to go to Taco Bell, go watch a movie. I like blew the $40. I didn't even win. I didn't even come close to winning.
Yeah.
I'm like, somehow that just like, I was like, gambling sucks at that moment.
Yeah.
And then I never had too much money because I was like 17, 18-year-old. And then a lot of my friends that were in the game, they sold drugs, so they had a lot of money. I would go to the casino with them, and they would lose like hundreds of dollars in front of me. And I'm like, bro, you risk your life for that money, and you're just here giving it to the casino. And it just, you know, that between that and my mom saying, hey, don't go to the casino, that's very bad. I just got smart and never started. So I like playing poker though. Like that's my game. I like doing home poker games. And I have a rule though. I don't gamble at the casino in Washington State. It's like I don't play at the casino because I'll be at the casino all the time playing poker in Washington State. I know me.
Oh, okay.
So
You know yourself.
I know myself. So when I go travel, I'll spend, you know, hours at the
It'd be like a
poker
luxury.
table. Yeah, it's just like, you know, it's fun. It's a hobby. And then I win, I lose, but I enjoy it.
Oh,
That's how
so
I
good. Thank you so much. That you're not an addict, or we will not be here on Black Voters today.
yeah.
That's a good mentality.
What's up, Black Voters? No, I'm just kidding. No.
I'll blow blow all the advertising money on
my gosh.
gambling.
But no, well, wow. Thank you for sharing that, you guys. That's pretty deep. I mean, you didn't have an issue. Thank you. But then, you know, I grew up with issues. Like, I am not an addict myself. I think, you know, when people say it's in your blood, I don't know if it's that feeling inside where you're like, oh, I want to get my money back, like that urge of getting your money back, right? But I always stop myself. So I've never crossed any of that path where I feel like I'm an addict or I can be an addict or put myself in a situation to become an addict, right? But I grew up, you know, having, you know, family members who were addicts, you know, and it literally, I remember a life-changing moment where we would have been homeless. We could have been homeless. You know, my dad talked about this all the time because, you know, it was a huge thing that happened in our family. And my mom gave him another chance. She knows.
Who was him? Or your dad?
dad.
Oh, your dad. Okay.
Yeah, we joked around it. We joke about it too because, you know, it's a real thing. Addiction is a real thing, whether it's to gambling or something else. But you have to recognize you have an issue. And I think, you know, like you said, fast money, right? Like we grew up with no money, and then sometimes when you win, it reels you in. And then you have a family you got to take care of, and then you're like, dude, I lost so much money. I need to get it back. I need to get back, and I think that's what sucked him in. Is like, I need to get back my money, or not I'm going to get in trouble with my family. And I think that's what happened. And when that happened, we were almost homeless.
Damn.
To the point where, like, my mom's like, you know what? I'm going to give you another chance. So if you do this, you give me all your money, all your work money, and, you know, you just work your debt off from this family. Then I'll give you another chance. And I remember writing a letter too because I didn't want my parents to be divorced, you know, because I love them both, you know. Sometimes we make mistakes, but it's also nice to give the people who do make mistakes a chance, you know. And thank God my mom gave my dad a chance because we have an amazing family, and my dad is absolutely amazing. I got a chance to see him be a father to us, you know. And, you know, the why for him to change was huge because he could have lost his family.
Yeah, he almost hit rock bottom. He got smart.
Yeah, so thank you, Dad, for not being an addict and realizing that, hey, you know, you can lose beautiful things in life and let this swallow you up, you know?
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
So, yeah,
I wasn't sure, you know, every family got especially being Asian, 1 in 5 have gambling problems. And thank Dorian, I'm sure, I don't know the statistics between you're black, white, Middle
What
Eastern.
what kind of mix are you? You're just so exotic.
There's a couple things in there.
Well,
Black, Hungarian, Russian. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a couple
Like,
things.
gambling addiction in all cultures.
All
Like
cultures,
so,
all
this
cultures.
episode's for everybody. You
Yes.
know, but especially in the Asian culture, like
Oh,
we're like go to any casino, you'll see like 80% of the people in there are Asian. My people, you know, over there thinking gambling their life away.
I do
But
think sometime why.
but Dorian, thanks for opening up about your vulnerability there, your challenges. You know, it can be easy, you know, and we're here. We know you're very courageous and brave to share the story.
Yes, thank you.
And sometimes getting to that brave and strength, you have to go through some vulnerability. So I'm sure the audience, you know, they're like, Dorian can get through his roulette challenge. I
Yes.
can too, right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so
It's
much.
possible.
And, you know, we'll love to drop some statistics here just to let you see how, you know, crazy it is sometimes, you know, with this addiction, the gambling addiction. So, yeah. All right.
Any words for the audience, Dorian?
Hey, I mean, you can always move to a state that doesn't allow gambling. That'll help things. Otherwise, yeah, just call the number on the ATM
Yeah.
when you're at the casino, or I mean, maybe we'll put it in the description.
We will. We will
hotline.
we'll put it on the description, you know.
You know what we should do? We should
What?
call the number and see what they say.
You want to do it?
Yeah. 1-800.
1-800-522-4700.
This wasn't scripted either.
No, it's not.
It's really funny no one picked up.
That's so crazy. It says 24/7.
Well, we'll see.
Gambler's Helpline.
Hi. Yeah, if someone has a gambling problem, what are the steps to stop gambling?
We offer counseling and Gamblers Anonymous meetings.
Oh, the Gambler Anonymous meetings?
Yes, sir.
Oh, what website is that at?
It's at gamblersanonymous.org.
Oh, okay. That's a good resource. And then you have counselors that can help someone that has a gambling problem?
Yes, sir.
Oh, how do I get a hold of those counselors?
I can go in my database
Oh.
and locate one.
Okay. But how about you? If I have like gambling problems right now, could you help me through some of it, or I should go to the Gambling Holics Anonymous website?
I would suggest the website.
Okay. Where are you guys located?
We answer for the United States.
Oh, okay. And does it cost money to get help and stuff?
It depends on what state you're in.
Oh, okay.
TA meetings are free.
Oh, okay. The meetings are free, and then counselors cost
State
money.
Different.
Okay. How many calls do you get?
State are you in?
I'm in Washington State.
Washington State is either free or low fee.
Oh, for the counselors?
Yeah.
Oh, wow, cool. How do I get a hold of a gambling counselor that's free or low fees?
As I said, I can locate one in my database.
Who pays the counselors then?
I assume the state of Washington.
Oh, good. So they got a little help for that. Okay. No, I just wanted to get some information, but I appreciate your time today. I think I'll try to go to check out those resources.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye bye. So they do have some resources.
Yeah, they do. They do.
Free
That's
counseling,
amazing.
actually.
That's great. Paid from the state.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I mean, it's a big gambling
And it-
state. It's tons of casinos out here.
And it's anonymous.
That's
so
good
it's
that they
nice.
got resources. And then the alcoholic or gambling aholic anonymous
Yeah, that's,
resources.
yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's good.
Because, you know, when we do have an addiction or we have something, it's kind of embarrassing, right? We don't really share with other people or
Yeah.
things like that. So, I mean, it's, you know, anonymous. It's great.
Remember that story in the beginning? I was telling you about Lisa from Blackpink, how she had a
I love her. Yeah.
gambling card.
What
Yeah.
happened?
So she has a manager.
Okay.
She wanted to buy a house.
Okay.
And so the house cost like $800 and like $1 million.
Okay.
So she's wired the money to her manager to buy her the house. And then this dude, he took the money and instead of buying her the house, he took it to the casino.
Oh, no way.
And probably thought he can double the money without her knowing. And then, still buy the house and then keep his profit.
Oh, wow.
But what happened was he lost it all.
Oh, no.
And the whole thing blew up. And now he's arrested. She's out the money. And that's what happens when you have a big gambling problem.
That's so crazy.
Sorry, Lisa from Blackpink, but hey,
Sorry.
I'm sure you have a lot more millions, so I think you might be okay, but still.
Well, I'm glad she got caught. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Dang, that's
Dang.
crazy. All right.
All right. All right. So, hope you guys had fun watching this episode. We had fun making it. And remember, our saying is feeble. for everybody by us, some Asians, right? Even though the title might say Asians and gambling, this is for everybody by some Asians. So hope you enjoyed it. If you haven't yet, please subscribe. Please comment below on what's the next topic you want us to talk about, and share this with some of your friends. And we'll see you on the next episode.
Have a blessed day.
Peace.
So why is it so important, Ringo?
Oh, we got a big mission out there. There's so much great talent around. We got to put that talent out and showcase it on the world stage. And that's what Blessed Voters is about. Come with us on the mission. We can't do it alone. We need your support.
Turning pain into power, inspiring and uplifting. Our mission is to do something real big, Ringo.
Real big.
Real big. We are giving away 100 or building 100 homes, free homes, all across Asia. And we cannot do this alone. We need your help. We need you to join the journey with us. If you resonate with this and you want more information about Blessed Voters, click on the description below or look at the description below. Follow us on all platforms, Instagram, YouTube, and podcasts. Is that right, Ringo?
That's right.
Join us and have a blessed day.